Arcade Perfect, my arse. Okay guys, welcome to another Arcade Perfect, my arse. Today's game literally does not need any introduction. It's one of the very first arcade games ever. And you basically play the part of this green amphibian, with the idea being you need to try and hop to the other side of the river. Now the funny thing is, if you... Whoa, what happened there? I've got no idea what happened there. The funny thing is... Ooh, the collision detection is extremely mean. Yeah, the funny thing is, if this particular frog falls in the water, he drowns. So he must be the only frog ever that can't actually swim. It's surprising I never actually thought about that when they made the game. You would have thought that they could have made it like a hedgehog or something. Something that can't swim, not a frog. It's one of the simplest games to ever play, but it's tough. The only time I played this in the arcades was there used to be what was it? An ice rink in Livingston where I stay. You can see there things are getting harder even mid-level. Yeah, there was this ice rink, and that was the one and only time I ever actually saw a Frogger arcade machine. Come here, get a little... Wow! Try to rescue the bird there. Anyway, we know what Frogger is. What I'm going to do, guys, is you can probably appreciate there's a billion versions of Frogger on every system ever. So I'm just going to have a quick look through them and just pick one at random. So the one I look at on a particular system may not be the best one, it might be the worst one. So bear that in mind. This isn't a direct comparison, it's just a bit of a laugh to see what was out there back in the day. So that is the arcade one. Let's crack on. Right, okay, this is Froggy. This is on the Amstrad. Let's batter on right away. It's written by DGL Software, which I have never ever heard of. Now, I've got to say, this is really nice. He's quite slow at jumping, but graphically... Ooh, it was close, gov. Ah, damn it. Graphically, it is really nice, really colourful. Yep, he's quite slow at jumping, so you need to... Like that, you've really got to anticipate better. Not like me. Bloody hell. But graphically, this is gorgeous. Start. Let's see if we can at least get one across. Now it's obviously quite it's got the same tune as the arcade. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Right, this time. Yeah, you've got to anticipate. Haha, big frog face. Because it takes a wee second to react, it's certainly a lot harder than other Froggers that I've played. But graphically, this is definitely one of the nicest Frogger games that I've ever seen. Oh! was lucky. That were more than lucky, son. Right, come on. Whoop! That was lucky as well. Right, here we go. Hurrah! Right, I'm just interested to see what kind of speed the next level is. It doesn't look that much different. Anyway, listen, that is excellent. That is Froggy. That was released in 1985, and that is on the Amstrad. Right, this is the Apple II version. This appears to be an official conversion by Sega, so this will be interesting. Define keys. Okay, type in the up key. Up, down, right. See, I was going to go left first, and left. Oh dear, my ears are bleeding. Oh dearie me. Now, he seems to have a big massive black block around him. Now he looks absolutely nothing like... Oh dearie me. I really need to turn the sound down in my headphones. And it's got Spectrum sound. Graphics are basic, shall we say. I think we could probably say that. Yeah, colour and graphics are minimal to say the least. It actually looks more like a spaceship than a frog. Logs look absolutely, completely unlog-like. Oh dear, and it's got some of the worst sound this side of a Spectrum. One thing I'll say about it though, it's very responsive. Alright, let's get up here. Ah, bollocks, what was that? Was that? Oh, did it dive? I think it must have. Let's try and go back and get up here. Right, one to go. I mean, it's certainly playable. I'm sure the graphics could have been better, but then you know what, it's only Frogger. They could at least have made the, well, I was going to say they could have made the frog green, but then he would have clashed with the grass, I suppose. But yeah, that's the challenges that we had back in the day. You've either got a green grass or a green frog. Right, let's get this last one home, and then we'll look at something else. Ah, balls. Usually the best option is just to look for a gap and... Ah, damn it! Game over. Oh, got one life left, I think. Yeah, look for a gap and just hear across the road as quickly as you can. Like that. What's going to happen when you get new graphics? Oh dear. Now it actually looks like a bloody white shark rather than a crocodile at the top there. Can you see it? Oh, that was silly, Alan. Anyway, yeah, that's the rather odd looking Frogger by Sega, and that is on the Apple II. Right, if you can't tell, this is the Atari 2600 version. Now, how do we start? What's that doing? That's a one player game. Let's take it back to one. Right, here we go. Whoops, a daisy. Now, right away. Come on, doesn't want to move down. Right away, he looks like a Galaxian baddie, if you know what I mean. Oh, what happened there? Right, it seems to be extremely sensitive. Now, dearie me, the flickering doesn't help at all. Oh. I'll try one more go. Yeah, look at these logs flickering big style. I don't even know what happened there. It's extremely sensitive in the controls as well. But the fact that the cars seem to disappear really doesn't help, and you can see there the logs are flashing away. I think if I can just get one frog across, I will be delighted. Now I'm guessing this may... Come on. Where is it? It appears... what happened there? It looks like I went on a log and then I went off the side of the screen. That's strange. Right, let's try again. I don't know how I managed that. Yeah, this is a bit woeful. Yep, that is Atari 2600. It's flicker central and the controls seem a wee bit too sensitive, although that could well just be because I'm using a 360 controller, I don't know. But anyway, enough of that. Okay, right, this is Atari 5200, is it 5200 it's called? I believe this was very similar to Atari 800, I'm not exactly sure. Now, this is a strange one. Now, firstly, the window, I can't seem to get the window any bigger, so I'm actually playing in a window which is about the size of a Game Boy screen, so it's absolutely tiny. But let's see how we start it. Now, oddly, with this game, you hold the joystick in the direction you want to move. Damn it. But you've actually got to press the fire button to jump, which is slightly odd. I don't know why they... Ah, damn it. Yeah, it makes it slightly strange trying to play it. Right, come on, let's just try and get any of them in. Hey! It's hard to tell, but the graphics look nice. I mean, they're certainly nice and colourful. The sound is pretty minimal, but as you can see there, it's pretty playable, even with a kind of rather odd control system. Ah, damn it. Let's get... Ah, bollocks. That game over? I think it is. Anyway, that's actually not bad. That's Atari 5200 version. Right, this is Atari 800 one. This was released by Parker Brothers, and this is actually on a cartridge. Now, I'm sure Parker Brothers did do the original conversions. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this looks pretty similar to the one we just played, which I thought it might be actually. Yep, I think, damn it, I think this is almost pixel perfect. It's hard to tell because, like I said, the 5200 version I was playing was on an absolute tiny wee screen, so I couldn't see exactly what I was doing. Nice bonus, it would be pretty difficult to not have a good version of this. It's not exactly going to tax the hardware at all. Well, don't underestimate how challenging this game can be. £200 points for getting the bird home safely. Whoa. Do. How did I know how that tune went? I hadn't even heard it before. Right, last frog I think. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that. Plenty more to look at. That is the Atari 800 one. Right, this is the only version of Frogger on Atari ST I could find. I mean, obviously Frogger came out way before the 16-bit machines came out, and you weren't going to want to port Frogger onto a machine when people were wanting 3D graphics and whatnot. So you can see here, this is a shareware one. No idea if it's any good or not, but we shall hopefully find out if I can get the thing working. Oh, run from the snake. Well, it's very brown and green. Certainly the logs are a lot smaller in this version and there's fewer of them. Yeah, I think the problem with... Oh, come on, I'm thinking I could jump on that log there. I think the problem with a game like this now is people simply didn't want to play an arcade game from 1982. Not when they could be playing stuff like Elite or whatever. Come on, come on. Bum. Right, one more go. We need to get at least one frog across. I mean, graphically it's alright. The colour's a bit rubbish, I've got to say. Now, unlike most versions I've played so far, if you hold the stick forwards, it just makes them keep jumping, whereas other ones you have to kind of do it yourself. Now wait a minute, there's absolutely no... Oh, can I be quick here? Oof, that was lucky. There's a big bad crocodile. Come on. Oh, okay, that'll do it. What? Why did I die there? That was very unfair. Yeah, the lack of logs in this version certainly makes it harder. Right, let's try again. Come on, log. Up. He looks rather happy with himself. But the problem you've got sometimes is he'll jump too far. Right, last one. Can we maybe get... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Stay. Hooray! Right, anyway, that's enough of that one. It's alright. It's slightly less traffic than I would like. It certainly makes it a bit challenging anyway. So anyway, that's Atari ST1, guys. Okay, this is Frogger. This is on the BBC. It was published by ANF Software. Now, looking through the games, the Frogger games, the BBC, there's about 5 or 6. Now, I'm just going to really look at one version on every system that I possibly can. Please don't go shooting me down and saying, that version you looked at is rubbish, you should have looked at this one. I don't have the time to look at 15 million conversions on different systems, so it's for a laugh. So I'm just going to look at the first one, get the first one that can actually load up. That will be the one I'm going to play. So this is Frogger. Now, ANF Software, they also made Chucky Egg, so it should be good. Right, let's go for AZ, left and right. Okay, right, let's go for 3. Where's the frog? Where is he? There we go. Now there appears to be it actually looks more like an alien head than a frog. Now I'm not quite sure what these things are on the bottom. Are they buses? They actually look like something rather inappropriate. Now it's not the quickest at responding. I'm actually guessing this is written in BASIC. Now wait a minute, how the hell am I going to get through this gap? Hey! What? I don't believe it, did I just run out of time? You've got 30 seconds! Goodness me. That is not very generous. Ah dear, right, let's go again. Yeah, let's guide the alien head across the road, avoiding the rather large toys in the bottom. Adult toys. Or are they stretched limos? Yep, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Now, it's got to be one of the most challenging versions I've ever played. I mean, I've got 13 seconds and I really haven't. Ah, no way! Come on, keep it going, son, keep it going. So you've got to absolutely... Now, that's it. You've got to absolutely nail the lining up. Whoa! Well, that was a bit silly. Up, go, go, go. Yeah, it's slightly laggy to say the least. It's not very responsive. Right, come on, get it right, get it right, get it right. No! Now, that's it. Now you probably saw the crocodile thing which appears from time to time. Ooh, you can see the snake. Whoops! Come on, bugger off, crocodile. I did press the button. Right, that is absolute tosh. There's probably way better versions. I'm quite disappointed with that one actually. I thought that would be good since it's from the same home as Chucky Egg, but that is Frogger and that is on the BBC. Right, okay, this is a ColecoVision. Now I notice it seems to be flashing away a wee bit. Don't know what's going on there. Right, first up, I can't seem to get the controls to work on this at all because it was a console. It doesn't seem to work with keys, so this is the best I can actually do. Look at the graphics. I mean, graphics look alright. It's colourful enough, I suppose. You seem to have tanks down the bottom rather than just traffic. Yeah, turtles are yellow, logs are red. Everything looks very Frogger-like. Like I said, I'm not sure why it's flashing away there, and obviously I can't actually test it. Now it actually looks like a, is that a walkway in the middle of the road? It actually looks like a brick wall, so it looks like you're going to hit the wall rather than be able to cross it. But it would have been nice to actually play it. But anyway, yep, I thought I would just leave it in for a minute or so to let you see it. That is a ColecoVision version. Right, okay, this is Frogger, or Frogger 64 by Interceptor Software. Now, for some strange reason, they always Interceptor always seem to put the 64 at the end of it. Don't know why. Right, hang on, it's not working. Back in the tick. Are we good to go yet? Yep, certainly are. Aye, they always seem to add the 64 to the end of things. Now, this game has got a bit of history with me. This was the second game, or it could technically be the first Eco game that I ever owned. I got my C64, damn it, and I got this, and I got Crazy Kong. Now Crazy Kong is a bloody awful game. It is one of the worst games I've ever played, and this was a revelation. It really was, getting this, which even now is a pretty credible conversion. Ha, damn it, off a Frogger. Yeah, I got Crazy Kong and I got this, and I was pretty happy with this one. It does play really good. It's no nonsense, you can see exactly what you're trying to do. Absolutely no animation in the main sort of sprite enough, but you know, you can't have everything. Now, I am just being greedy. I'm trying to go for that top left one and absolutely feeling big style. Right, let's see if we can do it this time. Now it's going to make us watch this stupid intro thing. Yep. It's not the most responsive control wise, but you know what, I would be lying if I was to try and make excuses and say that it affects the gameplay. It doesn't really. But visuals are very Frogger-esque, crisp, to the point, you know exactly what you're doing. Now, funnily enough, I was actually playing this game last night on my proper Commodore 64. That's what made me think about doing an arcade perfect. My arse. This time. That's it, get in. That's a hard one at the road. Ah, I didn't mean to move there. Damn it. Is that 2 games? Certainly is. Anyway, yeah, listen, that is enough of that one. That is Frogger 64. And that is in the C64. Okay, this is the Game Boy Color one. I'm not quite sure. There you go, it was released by Hasbro. Yeah, that's right. Hasbro seemed to release a lot of kind of classic games back in the day, and 9 times out of 10 they were absolutely bollocks. So let's see if this one is any good. I mean, I've got to say it looks alright actually, to be fair. Graphics are slightly crude looking. It's not I don't know what happened there again. It's not always possible to tell if the turtles are actually on the surface or not, like that. They're kind of blurry looking. I mean, control wise it's nice and responsive, it really is. Right, are they swimming in the top? I think they are. yeah, it kind of does look like, it looks like a game that they would, you know, this is, they haven't tried to make it look very arcade-like, they've tried to kind of enhance it slightly. Whoops, a daisy. Which, maybe, you know, back in whenever this came out, I don't know, 1990 or something, you know, there wasn't really a demand for classic video games, so, you know, if they did release it, they tried to make it look, don't know what happened there, because it looked to me like the frogs were on, the turtles were on the surface. Yeah, it doesn't look very authentic to the original, but probably because people didn't want to play old crusty arcade games. Don't know what happened there. Aye, I mean it plays alright, not convincing the graphics. They could have quite easily got bang on arcade perfect graphics, but again, probably back in the day when that came out, people weren't wanting that. People wanted improved graphics, and it's only now that we want the original. So that is the Game Boy original. Right, okay, this is the Intellivision version, and you can see there it was released by Parker Brothers, which also did the Atari 2600 one. Players, how do we do this? Right, okay, there we go. The wee cars, the wee red cars at the bottom look like Space Invaders turned on their side. Now I do like the animation of the frog. You can actually see him leap, which is rather nice. Oh, they're going to dive. Oh, quick, you need to get in. Ah, bollocks, that was just greed. Time over. I mean, the graphics are very functional, but you know exactly what you're doing. So this is actually pretty good. Ooh, that was close. Ah, come on, that was my own fault. Right, I'm going to go in again. This is actually pretty good, this one. Another life. Whoa! Whoop, that was close. Ah, what happened there? Oh, the turtles dived down. Damn it. Absolutely determined to get to that leftmost. Oh, come on. That is just pure greed. The thing is, to complete the level, you need to get to the left hand home thing, so that's actually really good. It's way better than the Atari 2600, I have to say. In fact, it's one of the better ones. It's simplistic graphics. I mean, the cars don't look really like cars at all, but the playability, it plays exactly like the arcade one, so that's what we're looking for. So good on you, Intellivision. Right, okay, this is the MSX one. How do we start it? How do we start it? So it's made by Konami. Okay, right. Authentic music to kick off. Doesn't seem to want to move. Ah, there we go. It's set to the numeric keypad. I like the animation in the wee frog. Really responsive using the keys, which is excellent. This game has to be super responsive. It's got a typical MSX colour palette, oddly enough, given this is an MSX. But graphics are absolutely perfect. They do the job well. So this all in is an impressive port, I would say. Yeah, I mean you can move at a great rate of knots as well, which is what you need to be able to do. You know, this game with a sluggish control system is just no good. Is there anything different in the second level? Slightly fewer logs, I think. And that's about your whack. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is the MSX one. Right, this is Frog Hop on the Oric, released in 1984. There we go. It says it at the bottom. So right, how do we start? Instruction skill level. Let's just go right away for start and see if we can figure out the keys. Oops. Oh no, not one of these games that plays a long tune every time you die. Oh no. So A is to jump forwards. What we want is, how do we move? Right, there we go. Now, if you haven't noticed, the frog is the pink thing in the blue square. Bloody hell. This is what you call a tough opening. It always amazes me, obviously, when the guy was writing this game, he thought, I'll put in some nice music when you die, not realising how annoying and frustrating it's going to be. I mean, you're pissed off enough losing a life without having to sit for 10 seconds. Right, okay. Let's go to skill level. Super Frog, Time Wasters, Mr. Ravi. Let's go for 4. Oh god, that was set to average. I mean, seriously. There is absolutely no let up in the traffic to speak of. Right, we get the point. Right, I am determined to get at least one frog across. And I think I'm going to just have to make a run for it. Because you don't really have the speed to move left and right. Was this game ever playtested? I mean, seriously, was it ever playtested? One more game, I think, guys, and then we'll move on. This is the toughest game I have ever played. How did I get a score? That makes no sense at all. I didn't do anything. How did I manage to get 1170 points? Right, go. Hey! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh man. This is just brutally difficult. This is nonsense, and this is on the easiest skill level. Ah. I think I really need to wait for a gap in the green lorries at the top, so I can try and just make a straight run for it. That is just absolute nonsense. Right, oh nah, I thought there was going to be a bit of a gap. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh! Right, anyway, that's enough of that. That is Frog Hop. That was released by Tansoft, it was called. On the Oric. That is absolutely impossible. Right, this is Frog Jump, and this is on the Commodore Plus 4. So I and M, up and down, G. Alright, okay, they've put them all right in a wee cluster. That's going to be a bit difficult to use. Anyway, let's, enough of my whinging, let's give it a go. Right, Jai. Right, I am assuming this game is written in BASIC because you press the key and it takes ages to respond, and then it kind of keeps moving. It's obviously got a buffer. No, 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 no. Right, it's away, it's doing its own thing here. Yep, it's got a buffer, so you really need to think about what you're doing. Yeah, I'm assuming this is 100% basic, and it's probably got the smallest frog you've ever seen. And it turns into an asterisk when it dies. Yeah, okay. It's got the worst. I'm actually, my fingers are crossed over because they're all in a wee cluster on the keyboard. It's the worst. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah! I never thought I would see a game more unplayable than the Oric Frogger, but I think we've found our... Come on! Yeah, it takes about 5 seconds to react to when you actually press the button. So I think it's fair to say, as far as the worst... Go! As far as the worst Froggers go, this is going to be right up there. Like, this is going to be fun. I mean, look at the tiny wee bit that you're trying to actually get into. There you go. You've really got to forward plan when you're going to actually move. No! Oh, that is still remembering me pressing the button from the previous shot. Anyway, that is absolute pish. That is Frog Jump, and that is on the Commodore Plus 4. And it appears to be the only Frogger game available for it, so there you go. Right, this is Frogger by A&F Software on the Spectrum. Now, I've got to say there are more versions of Frogger on the Spectrum than you can shake a stick at. There are literally millions of them. So I've just basically went through the list, and I kind of picked the most kind of well-known company. So this is what we're going to get. It may not be the best one. I mean, there's a few that were written fairly recently, but let's just go for one of the originals. So how do we start this bad boy? So I'm the game system, so it's A and Q and O and P. Right, S to start. What's hold? That pause possibly. S to start. it did say. Alright, okay, it's just very, 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 very slow reacting. So this does not look good. Not at all. Now you can see there the cars are absolutely massive. This is obviously the M6 at rush hour. I mean, there is literally no gaps to get through. Obviously back in 1983 they thought they must make games impossible. Right, I think we're going to have to go for it here. This is going to be about our best chance to get through. And it's as slow as anything at moving. Ooh dear. Now I'm quite... oh, I could have possibly gone then. It's terribly laggy, it really is. That's absolutely awful. Listen, I think I'm going to take a look at one more Spectrum one because that is just unplayable, that one. Right, okay, I wouldn't normally do this. Systems usually get one shot at it, but because that last one was so poor, and given the fact that there are literally millions of Froggers on the Spectrum, I thought I'll give it one more shot. So I've plumped for this one, DGL software in 1983. So I need to stop the tape and press a key. Right, that's the tape stopped. Froggy. Keys. Oh god, right, okay. That's going to be awkward. 5 and 6. I mean, that makes no sense at all. I wonder if the cursor keys will work. Anyway, let's... hopefully the cursor keys will actually work. Oh well, at least a good start. It's got the sound. Right, okay. It is working. Bollocks. Well, it's quite sensitive anyway. It's certainly a lot more responsive than that last effort we played. Come on! Oh! Oh, it took a wee while to respond there. Nice big house to get into. There we go, big happy frog. Oh, didn't respond this time. Let's try and get up the very top if we can. Hey! It's funny in these games, the traffic seem to go from huge to bloody minute, but that one there's probably a more accurate representation of what traffic would actually look like. Ah! What happened there? I was on the log, why did I die? You can see these games are obviously before they employed specialist artists. Right, fair enough, I can get that one. I drowned, I fell in the water, almost I'm a frog, so I'm going to drown when I hit the water. But that last one, that was a cheater. Come on. Right, okay, come on. Right, 2 to go. You can see it moves in character blocks, that's why it's quite jerky looking, it doesn't move. And a game like this really needs smooth kind of animation. And it's got boot hill music. Yeah, anyway, okay, that's Froggy. That was by DGL Software and that was on the Spectrum. Okay, this is Frogger. This is on the Texas T1994A. And it's actually really, really responsive. Really nice conversion. This is by Parker, who made the official. They seem to make the official version of this back in the day, so it's really, really good. Nice and responsive. Good sound. The sound's pretty much spot on to the arcade as well. Yeah. Right, one more, and we'll check out level 2. Ah, bugger. Right. That was not too bad. Slightly less logs, and you can see there we've now got crocodiles. Traffic isn't too bad. Oops, I did it. Let's try and get that lady frog. There you go. Whoa. I didn't actually mean to do that. You know, I didn't even realise you could actually go in the back of the crocodiles. There you go. Never knew that. Come on. And you can see there's a lot less logs. Oh. Yeah, it's quite a bit easier than a lot of them, especially the Oric one. Okay, that is the Texas. Right, okay, this is the Commodore VIC-20 one, and this is the official Parker Brothers one again, released in 1983, so they seem to sort of put out the official version for most systems. It was actually released on cartridge, so it should be fairly good. A wrap allowed. Don't know what that means. Anyway, let's batter on. Right, okay. You can see your a very, very small screen. You can see your little frog down at the bottom of the screen. Let's try and get along the end. Hey! First up, I mean, yeah, graphics are pretty basic, but you know what? It's super responsive. Again, it moves in kind of character blocks. Ah, damn it! Which kind of makes it a wee bit more tricky to try and. You've really got to anticipate and time your jumps better. Well, as far as Frogger goes, I think you'd be quite happy with this. Right, level 1 in the can. Ooh, a snake, you can see the wee snake thing. Ah, damn it. And there's now crocodiles as well. And like I said, until I played that that Texas version a few minutes ago, I never realised you could actually jump in the back of crocodiles. Or is that just that particular version? I don't know. Let's see if we can. Ooh. Let's see if we can give it a go. Yeah, because it moves in character blocks, it does make your eyes go a bit. Right. Hey, there we go. I'm on the back of a crocodile. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that one. That's actually pretty good. That's the Commodore VIC-20. Okay then, this is the very last version we're going to look at today. I think we've looked at more than plenty. This is on the Sharp X68000, which if anybody follows my videos, they'll know that that is a system I would love to own. Only released in Japan. It's a fantastic system. So anyway, enough of that. This is Frogger, and it appeared to be released in 1995. I don't think it was an official conversion as such. I think somebody's obviously just written it as a homebrew type thing. But you can see in here it's absolutely perfect. Ah, damn it. Unlike my playing. This system was just capable of knocking out perfect arcade conversions, and not just for something like Frogger. But this is absolutely spot on. Oops, I should have jumped on that one. Get the Mayfly. Ah, too late. Whoa! Whoa! Now, what's interesting is most Frogger games, you've got to. It only changes the speed once you get to the second level, but the arcade one actually sort of changes difficulty mid-level, and you can see here I've not even finished the first level, but already things have got faster. You can see the traffic's a lot quicker. Ah, damn it. That is, I think we can safely say we've saved the best till last. Come as a surprise, but actually having played all these played all these Frogger games, it's kind of made me want to actually give the arcade one a good play and see how far I can get in it. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. I don't know how many versions of Frogger we've actually looked at. I don't know, we've covered most systems. I think the only system that I couldn't find any on was the Commodore Amiga, and obviously there doesn't appear to be any version on like the consoles. There was nothing on the NES, nothing on the Master System, nothing on the Mega Drive, SNES. I mean, people weren't wanting to play crusty games from 1981, you know, they wanted to play modern games. But there's been some absolute howlers. The Oric, although it looked nice, was absolutely impossible to play. I think the worst version, without a shadow of doubt, would have to be the basic one for the Plus 4, the Commodore Plus 4, because it was basic. When you press the button, it remembers how many times you press the button, so even though you've stopped pressing, say, the left button and you're starting to move up, it will start to, it just keeps going, sort of thing. So aye, that was certainly the worst version. Best version, I think, is the one we've just looked at, the Sharp X68000. But to be fair, most of the versions were fairly credible. The Spectrum one, I don't know whether I just looked at two not very good ones. I was quite surprised at that. I'm sure there must be a good Spectrum Frogger out there somewhere. But that is it, guys. That is another Arcade Perfect wound up. If there's, if there's any game you want to see featured in this series, please put your comments below and I shall do my best to try and feature it. That is it. All it leaves for me to say is please feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and finally, thank you very much for watching.